a very important relationship. And I think the level of trust that is ideal is very deep. The relationship that, having a relationship that allows one to become vulnerable, to open oneself, to be completely honest, and to feel accepted and respected is so important. I guess one way, if I have to give advice, one way would be to suggest that one get to know a spiritual teacher in the same way that you would someone you were thinking of marrying. Right? You could say you date your teacher. Right? You get to know them, you see them in action, you see that they embody what they teach. You see that you feel comfortable with them. And when I say comfortable, I don't mean that they make it easy for you, but that you feel, you trust, right? You feel that they are genuinely concerned with your well-being, which is not always comfortable. I think getting to know a teacher over time without rushing into it, without projecting too much onto that relationship is very important. You know, the whole idea of having a guru and what that relationship entails can be easy to be emotional about, to pin your ideas and your visions onto it and layer over the reality of what's there. So that's why I think taking your time, being around a teacher is ideal. And as I kind of said before, even when the physical presence of the teacher isn't available, the teaching can be worked with the same way. The teaching of a teacher is a manifestation of that teacher. It should be something that feels accessible, useful, and that you can trust, right? That you can really give yourself to. But ultimately, the spiritual path involves being willing to give up old ideas about who you are and how the world works, and trust new ones. And trust is important. So I like the idea of take your time. Be with that teacher as much as possible. Work with their teachings. Follow them. Practice them. It can be kind of a romantic idea even to have a guru. So just like the romance of relationship dwindles when the reality of day-to-day life sets in, and probably it's good to know well what you're getting into when you make a commitment to marriage. It's the same way. You want to really be aware. This is what it means to have this relationship. And of course, an important part of that means being genuinely interested to learn and grow, rather than to create a new kind of spiritual identity that gives you a sense of fulfillment or self-respect. That's just as false as the identity you may have had before. So there needs to be a willingness to be vulnerable, to look at yourself, and to grow, a sincere interest in growing. It's like anything, any relationship, there's going to be difficult times. There's going to be moments when we can't avoid taking things personally and being hurt. And that's why a deep trust is needed.